The #1 people watching event of the year. Did you know that by waking up at 5 a.m. every single morning, you can give yourself an extra 30 days of productivity versus everybody else? For me, it's a work in progress. When I first moved to San Diego, actually not just moved, the first time I think when I visited San Diego, I remember feeling so overwhelmed with the sheer number of things to do. I've tried a ton of things over the years. I've had an amazing amount of great experiences. I wish I could cover it all, but for now, these are some of the very best things I like to do. So #1 is gonna be, I think going to the beach in San Diego in the summertime is pretty much a no-brainer, so let's get a little more specific. All right, so first on the list is definitely gonna be Mission Beach. So you can see around me, I mean, there's all kinds of action going on. Just over there is gonna be like the roller coaster. There's gonna be like an arcade, rides for kids, super family friendly. Just over here is gonna be like the picnic area, big green belt, then of course, the ocean. So it's a pretty popular place to go. There's actually quite a bit of parking available down here, although even though there's a lot of parking, weekends can be tough. Expense down here, I mean, it's free if you just go to the beach. If you start doing the rides and the activities over here, they're reasonable, not super cheap, but definitely worth checking out. Of course, Mission Beach is not going to be your only great option. I mean, San Diego, we're well known for our beaches. So 2 other great beaches or beach areas to check out would be Encinitas and Coronado. For Encinitas, like the downtown Encinitas is a ton of fun. It's probably geared a little bit more towards adults. It's going to be like cafes, wine tasting, like bars, little shops. But it's right next to Moonlight Beach, which is going to be like the best, the most family-friendly beach in Encinitas. Great place to check out. And then Coronado is well known as well. So you're going to have like the Hotel del Coronado. Coronado Beach is like one of the top 10 beaches in the world. I don't know, it's nice. I'm not sure if it's top 10, but it's still nice to check out. You're also going to have all the shops on Orange Avenue. And you can take the ferry over from downtown San Diego. So it's a lot of fun. You can bring bikes over. Definitely worth checking out. Summertime hits, you have to absolutely check out the Embarcadero down here on San Diego Bay. There's so much fun to be had. The centerpiece down here is going to be absolutely, you can see behind me, is going to be the USS Midway Museum. It's a full aircraft carrier. It's going to have airplanes and helicopters on the deck. It's a museum. You can check the whole thing out. It is amazing. So the USS Midway Museum is great, but it's not the only thing to do. So I'm on the other side now of the Midway. It's still in Embarcadero. So one thing that I love to do, especially in the summertime, is to take like a San Diego Bay cruise on one of the boats behind me. Well, you can really just see the one right now, but there's 2 big companies that do it. There's other ones, but the 2 big ones down there are gonna be Hornblower and Flagship. For about 30, 35 bucks, you can spend 2 hours on the bay. You'll have a guide who will tell you all about everything from the different Navy ships you see. They take you up past the base. They take you past Shelter Island, Harbor Island. They give you history. They tell you where San Diego Bay came from. They show you Point Loma. It's worth every single penny. Highly recommended. I have a great time every single time. And if you get hungry down here, you're gonna have Portside Pier. You know what? I'm just gonna take you down and I'm gonna show you myself. So that's right behind me. That's going to be Portside Pier. So it's going to have, I think, 5 different restaurants. There's Mexican food, there's a seafood place, a couple of other places. They're all going to be right on the water, so you can't beat the views. Highly recommended. I always have a great time here. Check out these views. It's going to be Coronado Bridge, Coronado Island. You see the Radys Shell, the Symphony over there in the distance. And then up here is going to be like Embarcadero and the aircraft carriers. 4th of July, there's probably, for San Diego, it's probably no better place to be than down here on the bay. So they're gonna have 4 different barges that set off fireworks simultaneously. They have a radio station, you can tune in, it's all synchronized to music. It's a pretty good place to be for the 4th of July. If you've ever heard of the Big Bay Boom 2012, yes, I was there. So I'm actually outside of the world famous San Diego Convention Center. All kinds of amazing events happen here throughout the year in San Diego, but the most popular is gonna be by far ComicCon. It is probably the #1, if nothing else, it's probably the #1 people watching event of the year. It is definitely something to check out. It's July 21st through I think July 24th. I actually remember one time I was crossing 5th Avenue, 5th and Market, which is like this central point in the Gaslamp Quarter, and to my right, like out of my peripheral vision, I saw this super tall dude. He had red hair, and I looked, and it was actually Conan O'Brien, so pretty cool. I've seen many celebrities down here, but that was about as close as I've ever got, so it was pretty cool sighting. All right, so I know at the beginning of the video here, I said I would talk about my favorite things to do. So this one, I'm taking a little bit of a chance on. I haven't actually done it yet, but it sounds like a ton of fun. It's gonna be the Rooftop Cinema Club. So I was checking out the website. Looks like they do this in about 6 or 7 other different cities, one of them being London, which is pretty cool. So, but here in San Diego, it's gonna be at the Manchester Grand Hyatt. They do it on the 4th floor. So it's gonna be outdoors, right? So they provide like the chairs, they provide the popcorn, drinks if you want it, all that good kind of stuff. And they'll show like, they say like an iconic movie. So it looks like there's one just about every single day. On my list, definitely one of them I'd love to check out would be The Princess Bride for obvious reasons.
Oh, my sweet Wesley.
And the other one that caught my attention would be Raiders of the Lost Ark because it's an amazing movie. So check out this backdrop. You're gonna have San Diego Bay. I mean, it's a little bit cloudy today, but it's an amazing place to see live music. So I'm at the Radys Shell in Jacobs Park. Relatively new, so this actually just used to be grass and a green belt, but they ended up, they redid the area, put in like a fitness park on the other side of the island over here. But this is a great place to see live music, especially in the summertime. So they have different acts. Technically, I think it's the San Diego Symphony, but there's rock shows here, all kinds of stuff. So if you can imagine this green belt behind me, they put out tons and tons and tons of chairs. There's like concession stands over here, places to have a bite to eat, restrooms and all that good kind of stuff below us. It's an awesome experience, great place to see live music, especially in the summertime. My absolute favorite thing to do in the summertime is going to be, without a doubt, going to a San Diego Padres game here at Petco Park. My favorite nights to go are going to be Fridays and Saturday nights. So Friday night's more of like a fun kind of party night. Saturday night is more like the giveaway night. The giveaway, like the bobbleheads, the bats, the hats. It's kind of more like family night. It usually starts a little bit earlier. So depending on what you're looking for, either one of those nights are gonna be great. As far as prices, they range. So you're gonna have everything from the nosebleed prices, which are not expensive at all, to you can go up to the thousands if you wanna sit behind home plate. Personally, I love to do premium. They're called premium seats. They're kind of in between. A little bit better experience. Get in, seat dining, in-seat drinks. You also get access to what they call, it's like the Premier Lounge. I think this year it changes names all the time depending on who's sponsoring it. This year, it's called the Lexus Lounge. Padres game, my most favorite thing to do in the summer, and you can do it a lot because there are a lot of baseball games. Absolutely recommend you check it out. These are some of the very best things to do in San Diego in the summertime. So let's no, that's not it. I've been here, and they kind of, thank you so much for making it this far in the video. If you're looking for your next video or two to watch, I recommend one of these right here. Think you're gonna like them, and I will see you on the next one.